Hello and welcome friends to my show Book Review. The title of the book today is Billionaire CABBY by a first-time author Balbir Singh Sethi. Balbir is an ex-student of REC Srinagar. He has had his innings as an engineer that later turned him into an exporter. He has since then retired and given the reins to his son. In a span of 74 years, he has gone through many ups and downs. Book is an outcome of an episode that he witnessed during his travel to Jaipur, where he chanced to see a lady necking a taxi driver. The taxi was ahead of his car, and that was the spark for writing his book. His first book, says the author. The beginning of the book has a customary caution note that the book is a fiction and has no bearing with any person dead or alive. But friends, to me it appeared as someone's long fairy tale of success written as fiction. The main protagonist, Bobby, loses his father in the final year of his school. His dreams are big and he accomplishes his dreams with sheer determination, hard work and honesty. He meets Ruksana in his journey and she becomes his wife in real life. Bobby amasses wealth but loses his ladylove in between. This makes him amass more wealth until he realizes one day that he has had enough of it. He then decides to see life from ground zero and starts driving a cab incognito. The back cover of the book stops here, and so will I, as I don't want to be a spoiler since the book has been recently published by Notion Press. The price of the book is rupees 150 and is available in all online stores. There is no preface to the book, which I feel is a must, as you do get an overview of the plot with a preface, and you also get the main reasons for writing the book, the central theme, the underlying message that the book carries till the end that ultimately impacts the reader, and the author is best suited to write his own preface, which he hasn't done here. The preface makes the reading of the book even more interesting as you are modestly aware of the turf that you are treading and what to look for in the book. Preface is something like a movie's trailer or a preview. Friends, I found the book to be quite a Bhanumati ka Pitara, a mixed bag. It has tragedy, a determined struggle, towering success, necking, and sex in abundance that could have been refined or toned down. In fact, in certain pages, one gets to feel as if too much sex is eating into the plot, and you are in for a surprise considering the age of the author, which is 74 in lighter vein. Then it has a link between politicians and businessmen, the stock market, death, crime, kidnapping, and attempting to realize the world as a cabbie by chief protagonist Bobby. It is a yesteryear story written in the backdrop of Bombay, now Mumbai. The story after the initial tragedy appears too good to be true till half the spite and only brings about the vicissitudes of life thereafter. To me, the book takes off only after the first 100 pages. The build-up of Bobby's character wanes in the second half of the book. The author has delved deep into the minute details, at times irrelevant, and has used plain English and largely short sentences, being his debut novel. The author could have avoided using the same words in quick succession to keep the freshness of the flow of language. As an inveterate reader, one does get the feel as if it's the author's own wheeled account. His description of Srinagar is excellent, having done his engineering from there. Hopefully the author will bring in refinement of tone and tenor in his second book. The book indeed is not a very meaty one and delivers in a little over 200 pages. Well, if you're a college student or just into your career, you'll enjoy reading about the young lad Bobby, who without an Ivy League qualification goes up the ladder in his career, starting with grunt work. Since it's a debut book written by a 74-year-old author, I admire his spirits and would give the book 7 out of 10 as a college student. Best of luck for his second book. Goodbye and see you, friends.